Hello, and welcome to Agatha Christie, the ABC Murders. Ooh. I played this on stream for a little bit, but I wanted to come on here and record the full game so we can have the full game experience and solve some murders. Let's get into it.
Some post for you, Poirot.
Mr. Hercule Poirot, you fancy yourself, don't you, at solving mysteries that are too difficult for our poor thick-head British police? Let us see, Mr. Clever Poirot, just how clever you can be. Perhaps you'll find this nut too hard to crack. Look out for handover on the 21st of the month. Yours extra, A, B, C.
Oh, it's some sort of joke.
Maybe, but please remind me to inform Chief Inspector Japp.
It's here, Poirot. The murder took place in this street. Grim place indeed.
Tout à fait, Hastings. The streets of Andover are in a terrible state.
Look, there's Chief Inspector Japp. He's talking with a policeman.
Let us try not to get our shoes wet.
Go and meet Japp. Click on a zone in the scenery to go there. When the cursor changes, keep holding the click and move the cursor to the desired location. So this game is a point-and-click game. It's a lot of fun so far. I love like the little sarcasm and comedy to it.
This fruit and vegetable shop has a front row seat, therefore an employee might have noticed something.
So let's go over to Japp.
Over here, it's Hastings and Poirot. You missed the 9 o'clock train?
We took the 10:30. Luckily, the service is good to Andover.
So, Chief Inspector, what do we have?
The victim is called Alice Asher. She owned this tobacco shop. She was killed yesterday with a blow to the back of the head.
At what time?
Let me just check.
Take advantage of the moments when the person you are with is busy in order to observe him/her. You will obtain clues about their state of mind and personality. Left click and hold on Japp, and then hold and move to the left to select observe. So left click, we're going to observe. Find 3 clues that agree with Poirot's remark. Move the mouse to guide your gaze.
Is Japp being too relaxed? Let us find the clues that prove it.
Okay, so he has a relaxed attitude. Hat tipped proudly on the back of the head. And a slight smile.
Japp is in a good mood. I bet he thinks he's already caught the culprit.
The last customer to see Mrs. Asher alive left her shop at 5:30. The body was found at around 11 in the evening by an officer doing his rounds. The shop door was open. That's what alerted him.
Have anything been taken?
A little tobacco maybe, but you'd hardly murder for a few smokes. There's nothing of any real value in the shop.
What type of woman was Mrs. Asher?
In her 50s, married but separated, no children.
Her husband?
Aha, Franz Asher, the husband. Alcoholic and violent. It's said that he regularly insulted his wife and threatened to kill her.
Ask his opinion or say that's too obvious. Let us ask his opinion.
Do you think he's guilty?
We'll look for Franz Asher. If he doesn't have an alibi, the case is closed. A very unoriginal murder.
Peut-être. May I examine the crime scene?
Of course, old chap.
I'll be with you in a minute, Poirot.
Poirot. Okay. Click on the arrow in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen to display the menu icons and the inventory. So here we have our objectives. Inspect the crime scene. We have the notebook, which is the victim right now, Alice Asher, about 50 years old, killed in Andover. She owns a tobacco shop, married to Franz Asher, and she lived alone. She was killed in her tobacco shop by a blow to the back of the head. And then these are questions that we have to ask ourselves. Is theft the motive for the crime? And it says, here you are making Poirot's little gray cells work. The aim is to answer the questions he asks himself by establishing the links between the clues in order to deduce an answer. Hover the cursor over clues to see their descriptions. Click on the clues with the left mouse button to select or deselect them to answer the question. So once we get clues, we can click them and it'll be like, yes, this will light up if it's right, and if not, then we just need to keep trying to figure out what the answer to the question is at the time. But we don't have enough clues yet, so we are going to go and inspect the scene. I think I've played this part, maybe this is my third time playing this specific part. This game is so much fun. Okay, so right now we have to look at the crime scene. So let's look here first. Observe the object from all angles by holding the click and moving the mouse.
It's not just any railway guide. It's an ABC.
It's an ABC.
It's open at the letter A. There are no prints on the book.
No prints on the book.
The counter is covered with fingerprints all on top of one another. Unfortunately, it will not be possible to use them.
And
Red liquid is oozing out. Is it blood?
is it blood?
No, it's just some strawberries that are losing their juice. They probably come from the fruit and vegetable shop opposite. She has a packet of Play cigarette next to her hand. Did she drop it when she fell? She just has one wound on the back of the head. There are no other wounds or signs of a struggle. This poor woman's head is resting in a very even-shaped pool of blood. The body is hidden by the counter and is not visible from the tobacco shop door. Many customers might have thought that Mrs. Asher had popped out. I can't see any other mark on the floor.
Okay.
There are cigarettes packets in a mess on the shelf. The place is unusually tidy for a crime scene.
Magazine and papers are in order. Right there. Well-ordered shelves. And no signs of a struggle on the floor.
Nothing suggests any sign of a fight.
So, Poirot, any news?
So, an ABC guide with no fingerprints but prints all over the counter.
Normally, the tobacco shop does not sell ABC guides.
Exact. Mon ami, could you have a word with the neighbors? Some may have seen something.
Of course, my friend, I'll do it straight away.
Okay, let's look over here. Objects hide secrets behind complex mechanisms. It is up to you to decipher them in order to find what they are hiding. Observe the object from all angles by holding the click and moving the mouse. Zoom in by clicking on part of the object with the left button of the mouse. Zoom out using the right button or click on the arrow icon. Some elements move by holding the left click of the mouse and moving it.
The till does not appear to have been touched. I have to check that nothing is missing from it.
Okay, right away, I see this over here. Looks like an 8. And a 5. I don't see anything else right now, so let's open it.
Something is preventing the drawer from opening.
Okay, and there was a lever over here.
Ah, a mechanism has just made a fan click.
So open.
The till is full of money, but there is something strange.
2. So 852. The key.
This must be the key to the back of the shop.
To use an object in the inventory, slide it onto an element in the scenery or a person. The objects that you stock in your inventory can also be examined more closely. To do this, click on an object in the inventory. There we go. Okay.
What a strange box. It looks like you have to slide the slats of wood to open it. This button appears to activate the mechanism. That should do it. A necklace of bright blue stones. Who is this young woman? To my dear Aunt Alice, Mary Drawer.
Have you found anything?
The victim has a niece. We must find her.
Looks like we can look over here.
Blood. Did Alice Asher suffer from nosebleeds? an inscription in German. Souvenir of our honeymoon in the Black Forest. To my Alice forever, Franz Asher. The Ashers were a lovely couple when they were young. This interior is very simple.
An old stove, modest crockery, and a simple tap.
Mrs. Asher lived very simply.
Okay, let's look over here.
Such a pretty
So,
decoration
let's
should be
get
at the
this
center
figured
of the
out.
motif to respect the symmetry.
Okay. So it looks like it's every other. Uh-oh.
I heard a faint sound as if something
Did
was
we do it?
unlocked.
We did it. I guess we didn't have to do the other one.
Medicine. Laudanum-based cough medicine, Mrs. Asher, and Dover Morley Laboratory, London. It's strange to find such an elaborate medicine from a leading London laboratory in the home of such a modest woman. From Mr. Adam Flint, Royal Bank, Eastfield Road, Andover. To Mrs. Alice Asher, 5 Bishops Road, Andover. Dear Mrs. Asher, further to your request of 12 February 1935, I have informed my superiors of your wish to apply for a loan to acquire the lease of the shop you rent from Mr. Fairfax. Despite the seriousness of your case, I regret to inform you that your request has been denied. The amount of your personal contribution, £11, is not high enough and represents too small a part of the final transaction. I remain at your disposal for any questions. Adam Flint. Mrs. Asher's meager savings were not enough for her to own the tobacco shop, but will largely cover her funeral costs. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Okay, is theft the motive for the crime? Well, there was nothing taken out of the till, and no objects of value are for sale in the shop. So theft is not the motive for the crime. No.
The motive is definitely not financial gain. There is no sign of a struggle, and the till has not been forced or emptied. I think I've looked everywhere here. Let us see if I can find any more information in the shop's surroundings.
Let's see. So we have Mary Drower. She's Alice Asher's niece.
£4 a lettuce, a lovely large lettuce, 4 pence only.
This woman appears to be a smoker.
Well, an extinguished cigarette. And a full ashtray. And a box of matches. Smoker.
She's a big smoker. She must have been a customer at the tobacco shop. How much are your lettuce, please?
A lettuce? That'll be 5 pence, kind sir.
You said it was
5
4.
pence?
That's right. Maybe so slightly hard of hearing.
I heard you shouting, a lovely large lettuce, 4 pence only, earlier.
Did I? Well, I must have been mistaken. Begging your pardon. But if I said 4, it's 4. Why not take 2 for 8?
No, thank you. I was only asking. Did you know Alice Asher well?
And for starters, who are you?
I'm Hercule Poirot, the detective.
You're foreign, that's for sure, with your accent and your odd way about you. And you'll hear about Alice's murder, I suppose. Well, I've nothing to say to you.
Did you speak to the victim yesterday?
No, I never saw her.
I do not quite understand. You work next door to each other, but you do not see each other?
It's true. I didn't see her all day.
Well, you have tobacco. So I'm gonna accuse you of lying
One thing is certain.
again.
You are lying.
So I'm a liar, am I? Get away from my stall!
Yes. Oh. That wasn't the way to do it.
A bottle of poor quality vinegar. The smell could awaken the dead.
Oh no.
You again? I've nothing to say.
Oh no.
Hey, Poirot. Is the greengrocer causing trouble? I'll sort her out.
No, please, leave her, Chief Inspector. I'll get her to talk later.
I found the victim's niece. She's waiting for you in the back of the shop.
Thank you, mon ami. I'll question her. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Okay. Was Miss Asher killed on sight? Well, there was a pool of blood near her head. But there were no other marks on the floor. She was killed on sight.
Mrs. Asher was killed here. The absence of marks in the shop and the regular shape of the blood stains indicated beyond a doubt.
Okay, let's go question Mary Drower.
Jap had the body removed out of respect for the victim's niece. His attention is commendable. Is her grief sincere?
Handkerchief. Lowered eyes. Modest black clothes.
She appears to be very upset. She's dressed in mourning. She looks fragile.
Of course, we're not going to demand that she stops crying. Come on.
You are
Ask
very
about her
fond of your
relationship
aunt,
with
am
her
I
aunt.
right?
She was the only family I had since my mother died.
Ask if her aunt had children, or did you set the inheritance
Your
for
aunt
her?
did not have any children. Is
We'll
that
go this
correct?
way.
No, she was separated from her husband.
What do you think about Franz Asher, your aunt's husband?
He never left her alone. Poor aunt. She used to drop by all the time and make a scene.
Ask if Alice was afraid of her husband, or ask if she ever thought the husband would go through with his threats.
Was your aunt afraid
What
of her
is-
husband?
He shouted a lot, but she wasn't afraid of him. Why, he used to slink away when she turned on him. He was afraid of her, if you like.
Say that divorce would have been a solution, or ask
Did your
if Alice
aunt
was all right.
enjoy good health?
She had a bad throat, but she was well cared for by a doctor in London.
Does Franz Asher work?
All he's done for years is drink and gamble, but he used to be a very good cabinet maker.
What does he live on?
My aunt used to give him 5 shillings a week.
Ask if Franz forced her to give him money, or ask if her aunt had a reason to help her husband.
Why did she support such a goods for nothing?
He was her husband. She couldn't leave him with nothing.
I understand. You have been of great assistance, mademoiselle. Please take this young lady home.
My pleasure.
Well, this Franz Asher does not seem to be quite so dangerous as Jab says. And since Alice Asher gave him money regularly, it was not in his interest to kill her.
Okay, so let's find Franz Asher. Her aunt was her only family. She confirms that Franz Asher is violent, but he was afraid of his wife. Her aunt gave her husband 5 shillings a week. Do we have the Nancy? She runs a fruit and vegetable shop. She smokes. She must have been a customer of the tobacco shop. Stubborn. Let's see if we can answer some questions. How do we explain the presence of an ABC guide on the counter? This and this for now. Okay. Let's go find Franz Asher.
We have to wait for him to sleep it off. He's all yours, Poirot. There are a few things I need to check.
There must be some way of sobering him up.
I wonder what his wife used to do. He must have scared the customers away.
A bottle of poor quality vinegar. The smell could awaken the dead.
You again? I've nothing to say.
Well, why not?
A bottle of poor quality vinegar. The smell could awaken the dead.
Strawberries!
Okay.
6 pence a pound! Strawberries!
Look over
Get
here.
your delicious strawberries
There's a
here!
rat.
This place is run down.
Shop for rent. Rubbish. Butcher shop. Crumbling shop front.
This is a really cutthroat neighborhood. Anyone could have committed the crime.
Oh, Franz dropped something. I didn't even notice.
A box of new stockings. It's Alice Asher's notebook. Ah, that's interesting. It probably contains information about her possible debtors and creditors. Bodley. The fruit seller has debts too. She will probably be more cooperative thanks to this piece of information. Mary Drower was telling the truth. Mrs. Asher regularly gave money to her alcoholic husband.
Well then. Let's go talk to the fruit lady. Ooh. We could just accuse right on the spot. J'accuse. Nah, we'll accuse her of selling rotten fruit.
I am
Nah,
accusing
Wilson,
you
the murder.
of the murder of Mrs. Asher.
What? It wasn't me!
According to the victim's account book, you owed her £10 for tobacco and magazines.
That's a lie! She owed me £1, I swear!
Lying. Ask for more explanations. Which one?
Enough lies!
It's not lies! But you're not quite as clever as what you think!
Now, please be so kind as to explain this.
Look at my account book! Alice owed me £11 for fruit and vegetables. I may have had a slate at her shop, but she had one at mine. She owed me £1. And that reminds me I have to get it back from her niece.
That is quite enough. Your account book has saved you, but I might ask Chief Inspector Japp to throw you in the cells for 1 or 2 nights while he checks your entries. You want to go to prison?
Prison? Now that's not fair, I haven't done nothing!
In that case, I am counting on your full collaboration.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Listen, I didn't kill Alice, I swear. But it's true that I did go to the shop yesterday.
At what time?
6 o'clock. She left me a note saying she wanted some strawberries if I got some. I received them late, about 6. So I took them over to her.
But you did not see her.
She wasn't in the shop, so I just put the strawberries on the counter and left.
We'll ask what
Did you
she
see
saw in the
anything
local
unusual
shop.
in the shop?
No. Well, maybe one thing. There was a railway guide on the counter. Alice didn't sell them. Maybe it's the customer who left it there.
You were not alarmed?
I thought Alice had just gone to get her medicine from her room and that she'd be straight back.
You mentioned medicine.
Something for her cough. She used to take it a lot.
Who do you think killed her?
France. Her scoundrel of a husband. He was always after her for something. Well, he's a foreigner. Sorry, sir. What I mean is he's German. That's even worse.
Did you see Franz Asher enter the tobacco shop late yesterday afternoon?
Well, no. But at that time of the day, the streets are packed, and I have better things to do than watch her shop.
I'll just borrow your bottle a moment.
Take it. It's what Alice used to sober up her husband. But try not to empty the bottle.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Okay. Can we establish a time range during which Miss Asher was killed? Okay. She was seen alive at 5:30, but the fruit seller did not see anybody at 6, and she was found dead at 11. Okay. Alice Asher was killed between 5:30 and 11 in the evening. Can we reduce this time range and why? Yes, because the fruit seller did not see anybody in the shop at 6. And because of the counter, the body was not visible. Alice Asher was killed between 5:30 and 6 p.m. Okay, so let's go question Franz Asher.
Mes amis, I can say without a doubt that poor Mrs. Asher was killed between 5:30 and 6.
Killed when the street was packed with people. That's rather bold.
I've been talking to the neighbours, and...
No one's seen anything? Or rather, it's anything and everything. Am I wrong?
No.
Bien. We must grill this villain Asher before he falls asleep again.
We'll observe first.
This man is in rather a bad state.
Black eye. Split lip. Torn coat sleeve.
This man has been fighting and he smells of alcohol. Offer a cigarette, accuse him of having threatened his wife, ask what he was doing What were you
yesterday.
doing yesterday at the time of the crime?
Can't recall.
Oh.
You had been drinking
Accuse him of
again.
drunkenness.
The occasional slap, sir. That's all.
And you cannot even remember how you ripped the coat?
I got it stuck in a door.
Uh-huh.
The truth is
Looks like
that
you
someone
were beat
gave
up.
you a good beating.
A beating? No way. All right, he tore my coat and gave me a black eye. You see the state of him.
Very interesting. Who is the other that you struck?
Probably best if I tell you everything. Yesterday afternoon, I met Roderick Tanner. We'd bet on a dog fight together.
An illegal bet, naturally.
Yes, sir. Our dog won. Roderick got the money, but he refused to give me my share.
And you fought about it. What time was this?
In the evening, about 6, I think. We were on the other side of town. You see, I couldn't have killed my wife.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
What was Miss Asher doing when she was killed? A cigarette packet near the victim's hand. Packets in a metal on the shelf. And there was a wound above her head. She was taking a pack of cigarettes from the shelf.
The murderer probably pretended to be a customer. He hit the shopkeeper from behind as she turned around to serve him. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
How do we explain the presence of an ABC guide on the counter? Well, there are no fingerprints on the guide. This one. It was left by the murderer as his signature.
The murderer deliberately left behind this ABC as a signature. The absence of fingerprints and the fact that it is open at letter A for Andover leaves little doubt.
Asher's alibi appears to be confirmed. All the same, I'm going to call and check that he did have a fight with this Tanner on the afternoon of the murder. You can never trust this sort of chap.
One thing is certain, Asher was a ruffian who used to beat his wife.
But he is not very educated. It certainly was not him who wrote the letter signed ABC. Let's resume, Hastings. We know the murderer pretended to be a customer. He did not kill her for money, that appears to be certain.
I agree with you on that point.
And the murderer left an ABC guide as a signature. Therefore, it's likely he wrote the letter.
Indeed, but that doesn't explain why and how he did it.
You are quite right. Why he did it is a mystery. But as for how he did it, we do know enough to try and reconstruct the events.
Reconstruct the crime's course of events by selecting the actions that the killer may have executed. Okay, let's do this.
The killer enters the shop.
Attack or advance? I'm gonna
Mrs.
say
Asher
advance.
turns around to greet her customer. The murderer asks her for some tobacco. She turns her back to him. He seizes the opportunity to strike her. He then places the ABC upside down before leaving. Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
Asher has a strong alibi and we don't have any other suspect. But what was the point of this crime?
She had no debts. She gave Franz Asher money regularly. She wasn't owed money. Nobody stood to gain anything.
No doubt about it, the murderer is insane.
And I fear that we had not heard the last of him.
I hope you're wrong for once.
Bien, let's go back to London. If we hurry, we should catch the 7:02 train. Are you coming?
No, unfortunately, I have to talk with Andover police.
See you soon, then. Are you coming, Hastings? Let's go home. There's nothing for us here.
Well, do you have any idea about the killer's identity?
The crime was committed by a man of medium height, with red hair and suspicious eyes. He has a slight limp on the right foot and a wart just below his shoulder blade.
Poirot!
Mon ami, what do you want? You fix upon me a look of dog-like devotion and demand of me a pronouncement à la Sherlock Holmes. Now for the truth. I do not know what the murderer looks like, nor where he lives, nor how to set hands upon him.
What shall we do, then?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Do not be so impatient, Hastings. The killer will manifest himself soon enough.
Thanks so much for watching that video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you like and subscribe and turn on your notifications for the other parts. Part 2 should be up in the next couple of days. It is going to be a 4-part series, so having those notifications on will let you know when I upload so you can come back and finish the game. Also, comment down below to see if you already figured out who done it, if we've seen the murderer so far. If there are any clues, that will help us try and figure it out before the end of the game. I don't know. Another thing to comment, some game suggestions. Spooktober's coming up, so I'm doing some research and trying to find some really spooky games to play. But if you have any games that you want to see played or that you really enjoy, leave it in the comments. Maybe I'll play it, maybe I'll enjoy it just as much. I also stream over on Twitch. Penguin S623 over there, we're playing Palia. But who knows, I might switch over to a different game and it might be one of your suggestions. So go over there and check it out if you want to see that. But yeah, I think that's it. So I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.